This news will launch Cardano ADA to new heights when ADA will explode. So guys, another big news is here. Decentralized exchange SundaySwap announced today that it entered into a collaboration with Cardano project accelerator CardStarter to support the development and liquidity of the SundaySwap DEX, which the company intends to launch upon the release of smart contract capabilities on the Cardano blockchain. The agreement will enable the creation of what is currently positioned to be the largest DEX on the Cardano blockchain in terms of both total value locked and community size. Hi Cardano lovers, welcome to ADA Coin, your daily dose of Cardano. If you're interested in everything around Cardano, this is the place for you. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for us to provide you with more Cardano news. And let us know in the comments how much you think Cardano will cost next week. I hope we are all aware about Cardano, but if somebody is not, then don't worry, let us explain to you what actually Cardano is. Cardano is a third-generation, decentralized proof-of-stake blockchain platform designed to be a more efficient alternative to proof-of-work networks. Scalability, interoperability, and sustainability on POW networks like Ethereum are limited by the infrastructure burden of growing costs, energy use, and slow transaction times. Charles Hoskinson, the co-founder of the proof-of-work blockchain Ethereum, understood the implications of these challenges to blockchain networks and began developing Cardano and its primary cryptocurrency, ADA, in 2015, launching the platform and the ADA token in 2017. But as we always mention, there are certain things you need to be aware of. Firstly, the cryptocurrency market is highly volatile, and the rates keep on changing. Therefore, by the time you watch this video, the coin prices would have switched to a whole different range. Secondly, the content of this video in no manner should be taken as financial or investment advice. This video is created purely to serve educational and informative purposes. You are requested to pursue your own diligence or consult an expert in this regard to make better investment decisions. As of today, the 5th of July, 2021, ADA's current price is $1.4, as we are seeing a little increase in the crypto market after a huge drawback. Cardano price breached through a pivotal barrier on July 4th, indicating a resurgence of buyers. Although the upswing seems likely, a pullback might lead to a breakdown of the immediate support level, will not invalidate the bullishness. Cardano price set up 3 higher highs since June 22nd, but formed an equal high on July 2nd. Since this point, ADA rallied 12% to where it currently trades, $1.434. There is a chance that the bulls might continue to push Cardano price higher to subsequent resistance barriers at $1.484 and $1.61. However, investors should not neglect the possibility of a downswing that shatters the immediate foothold at $1.4. Such a move will lead to a further downswing that pushes ADA down to $1.357. In a highly bearish circumstance, Cardano price might dip into the demand zone, ranging from $1.287 to $1.318. Cardano had withstood the current crypto market troubles better than others since last year. It actually posted a return of over 1,800%. Cardano is adopting a different approach than many other crypto projects, aiming for a deliberate and systematic approach in which each component of the network's security and scalability is perfected before anyone else uses it. Now, the Cardano team is rapidly approaching their most anticipated launch, which is the addition of smart contracts to the blockchain. Cardano may be seen as an Ethereum competitor, but I believe that they will be able to coexist together. In my opinion, Cardano currently has some of the most growth potentials from all old coins that have talked about. You must be thinking of why I am being so bullish about Cardano. So here you go. Because Cardano operates on a proof-of-stake consensus model, which means that this allows ADA holders to stake their ADA in just like an Ethereum 2.0, staking will allow ADA holders to put their ADA in the staking a pool and get paid in rewards. The annual rate of 5 to 6% shows for holding. Isn't it great? Now, for those of you who don't know already, Cardano is unique in that it is the first blockchain platform to emerge from a scientific ideology and research-first strategy. Cardano was established through peer review research, and the development team comprises a huge worldwide collective of skilled engineers and academics. The evolution of cryptocurrencies has been a little different, with most blockchains releasing it into the public and gradually being upgraded as new upgrades come too late. The network security is being safeguarded as over 71% of the total circulating supply of ADA has been stated, demonstrating the community's belief in the project's successes. And the plus point is that if you also want some passive income, then staking your ADA is one of the best ways to earn some passive income. The Cardano community has made it known that they are extremely committed to the project, and it's one of the most powerful and loyal communities in the crypto world. Now, Cardano is already expected to have a powerful smart contract ecosystem that will compete with Ethereum, still 5 platforms. So one of the main catalysts that could help boost ADA's price is the upcoming protocol updates to its network. Upgrades are going to incorporate smart contracts and pave the door for it to be used more white in centralized finance transactions. Cardano is also working on new features that will improve the utility and adoption of the cryptocurrency. For instance, the company just announced the introduction of a cross-chain bridge with the Nervous network. Not only that, but just in case you were not aware of yet, we are also able to accept ETA on different websites. Payments have integrated support for Cardano, which means that there are different plugins available for many different e-commerce solutions, such as Shopify and WooCommerce. Cardano's network upgrades are not the only factor that might lead to the increased price, but weekly net flow are now insignificant in relation to the cryptocurrency's market value. But you know what, guys? This is also a huge indication that serious investors are beginning to take ADA a lot more seriously. And we may have analysts predicting that Cardano would hit an $8 to $10 price target by the end of this current bull cycle towards the end of 2021 into early 2022. And if you're wondering how to buy Cardano, then Coinbase and Binance are the most user-friendly exchanges. They also offer a large range of cryptocurrencies, which will allow you to buy ADA the fastest and easiest. Because you should know, Cardano is the cryptocurrency that attempts to solve scalability, usability, and sustainability issues on the blockchain. You guys should notice this, that despite frequent price drops, Cardano's value has been steadily increasing over the last 2 weeks. Cardano has a ton of supporters who believe in its long-term potential, but also has the ability to reach new all-time highs, which I believe will happen right after smart contracts are available on the blockchain. And guys, that's not it. Let me share some of the biggest news about Cardano in recent week. Cardano has been added to Grayscale Investments' large cap cryptocurrency fund. It is now the 3rd largest component of the fund after Bitcoin and Ether. Yes, guys, you heard it right. The world's largest digital currency asset manager announced Friday the addition of Cardano to its digital large cap fund, OTCQX, GDLC. Grayscale described this fund as a passive, rules-based strategy that seeks to provide exposure to 70% of the digital asset market. The announcement followed a quarterly review and rebalancing of the fund. The company explained, in accordance with the fund's construction criteria, Grayscale has adjusted the fund's portfolio by selling certain amounts of the existing fund components in proportion to their respective weightings and using the cash proceedings to purchase Cardano, ADA. We also found it yesterday written in an article that, as per CoinDesk, Bitcoin was down 0.5% to $34,472 after surging above $35,000 level in the last 24 hours. Ether, the coin linked to Ethereum blockchain, was trading over 2% higher above $2,300, while Cardano XRP also gained over 1% in the last 24 hours. The agreement we mentioned about at the start of the video about CardStarter joins SundaySwap to bootstrap major Cardano DEX launch will also accelerate the CardStarter community's access to a smart contract-enabled Cardano DEX through SundaySwap. CardStarter was the first and continues to be the best launchpad for Cardano innovators, and its community is a perfect fit for SundaySwap's DEX, said Mateen Motavef, CEO of SundaySwap. Adding, CardStarter proved its leadership in empowering Cardano entrepreneurs and investors early on, and we're very pleased to be able to combine forces to make our DEX launch as successful as possible. The opportunity for Cardano to go bullish can be seen here clearly as we mentioned all the plus points which have happened to Cardano recently. Cardano already has huge potential, and now big investor companies like Grayscale have also added Cardano to their list. So guys, what is stopping you to go for Cardano, as it has the potential and future to go bullish and big very soon? Also, we would like to mention that this is not a channel intended specifically to provide financial advice, and we do not ask you to invest in any company. This is merely a channel directed towards bringing educational content to your doorsteps. With that in mind, before you invest in anything, we recommend you do thorough wide-spectrum research on the topic. Well, that's it for today's video, guys, and make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time on Cardano Land.